The Jackson County Sheriff's Office has done it again. A murdered Jane Doe has found her identity after 44 years. This is Clara Birdlong. And that's not all. Deputies say she was likely murdered by the most notorious serial killer in United States history. His confessions were haunting.
We was on the Highway 10 and going toward Slidell. I seen the sign say Little Woods. So I cut off, I took off the exit, went, and that sure enough was the road leading into the woods.
This is Samuel Little, the most prolific serial killer in U.S. history. In these 2019 tapes, Little describes in gruesome detail how he murdered dozens of women across the country.
I grabbed her by the legs and pulled her to the water. That's the only one that I ever killed by drowning.
In this tape, he's talking about an unknown woman he drowned outside of New Orleans after a party. Down the road in Pascagoula, Little also confessed to killing a woman in 1977. He drew this picture of her from memory. New tonight, Jackson County investigators say he was likely talking about Clara Birdlong. For more than 4 decades, she was labeled as a Jane Doe. Hunters found her body in a construction zone in December of '77. Despite these renderings of what they thought she may look like, they weren't able to positively identify her until this month. With the use of DNA testing and a genealogy family tree compiled by Othram Incorporated out of Texas, investigators found Birdlong's 93-year-old grandmother still living in Texas. The grandmother and a cousin confirmed Birdlong had been missing from Mississippi, where she lived in the early 70s. And she left Leflore County with a man who said he was on his way to Florida. The family never saw or heard from her again. The same year her body was found, investigators say Little was arrested for petty theft in Pascagoula. Birdlong's cause of death is still undetermined. Her family described her as a small woman with a gold tooth who wore a wig. Little has confessed to 93 murders, and the FBI believes them all to be credible. He died from natural causes in a California hospital.